Okay, so that was a doozy. Welcome, hello. This has been your for today, and today's thoughts will be on Werewolves Within, which is a movie well, it's not really a movie adaptation. I mean, it shares the same name. It's by Ubisoft as a video game, but it's got nothing to do with the video game. And I'm gonna basically the plot of Werewolves Within is that there's this town. Think of it like 30 Days of Night, like Alaskan town. Like, think of it like a little town, middle of nowhere. It's all snowed off, snowing all the time, and there's this new ranger coming in, and then things are happening. When I was watching the film, I was wondering to myself, what if they did? I understand, like with movie Werewolves Within, you know a werewolf exists, you know there's going to be a werewolf. But I was thinking to myself, watching a film, which again maybe it's just my dumb thinking a bit. What if, okay, what if they went like the Monster Jew and Maple Street kind of route? If you don't know what Monster Jew and Maple Street are, um, because of course I don't think many people watching my stuff would actually, including me, because I haven't actually seen that many old school Twilight Zone stories because mine's like 50s, 60s. So if anyone really gravitates towards the 1950s, 1960s type of the TV. But basically, what's during Maple Street? I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to spoil it. So don't come into this Werewolves Within if you haven't seen it. You want to see basically what's during Maple Street is that there's also remade into the Forest Whitaker um, Twilight Zone series. It's been interesting, isn't it? Like Rod Sterling's being the only white host of Twilight Zone. Forrest Whitaker did it, and Jordan Peele did it. And before I do this one, just so you know, I don't understand why when Jordan Peele did his version of Twilight Zone, people are like, oh, it's so political, so more. When it's always been political, it's always been so boxy. Like even from original, like that's what the entire point is being what Serling doing his beliefs, the style of stories. So like, hmm. Basically, Monster Due Maple Street is being the tale in which like there's been like a monster attack on like this small town, and then it basically the plot twist is there's been no monsters. It's just been a thought experiment. It's been a prank, bruh. Being pranked by Cohen, bruh. Who's pranked, bruh? Who's pranked by the government, bruh? You're government, bruh. Doing sick pranks, bruh. Subscribe to his government, bruh. Send a telegraph, bruh. Um, but when I was watching Wales of Vin, I was thinking, what if they didn't? What if? I know it's called Werewolves Within. You gotta have werewolves in. Obviously, we watch this werewolf movie, thinking, "Where's a werewolf?" What if, for example, what if you just did a movie like that where you expect there to be a werewolf, but there wasn't, and it was all just paranoia, and it was all just someone like paranoia and just the townspeople killing each other over absolutely nothing. Kind of like, Monty Maple Street, when I was a Doctor Who magazine story, um, where I think there's like a restaurant in Mars or something like that, and there's a bunch of like monsters, and they were like adamant that the Doctor was one of them. So they went and basically they killed each other, and then the last like panel has the Doctor entering. I mean, like the Doctor had nothing to do with this one; it was just all paranoia. You know what I mean? So I was thinking to myself, what if Werewolves of Win actually did that? Because Werewolves of Win, the werewolf, I think kills one person. Yeah, werewolf kills a person in the beginning. They kill a person and they kill a dog. But it's been more a case of just like the paranoia causing all the um, which haven't really kill each other, which is also one again. That's probably the one thing that basically does also because the original Werewolves Within video game is Mafia, but instead of Mafia, it's werewolves. So instead of Mafia, like one person's part of a Mafia, you need to find out who the person Mafia. In this one person's a werewolf, one person's like a werewolf hunter. Everyone's given like different everyone's no wait no I'm thinking of that as like Town of Salem. That's kind of like Town of Salem, you know what I mean? And after that game, like someone's a bad guy and I'm trying to figure who it is, but every single night someone else dies. And you need to find out who the mafia members are beforehand. It's a huge hit in South Korea. I remember doing that like the end, like last like 5 minutes of my lesson, 5, 10 minutes of my lesson. When I used to teach like younger children, teach kids. They like Mafia, so left with the last 5, 10 minutes because have them only do Mafia, but have them speak English without lesson. Spoke Korean, to be no Mafia, just because then it would help them actually like explain why in English. But yeah, so Wales within basically, yeah, so things are happening. I keep saying yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I should be the next Mark mode. I can say, but yeah, type thing. Um, but I think Wales within is it's a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It exists. Like I'm not gonna I'll say you should go out your way to watch Wales within. It's a fun little movie. I like the cast. I want to watch it because I like it's got is it Happy Gillum? It's got the Vampire Hunter from What We Do in the Shadows. It's got Sam Richardson, which I kind of wanted to watch because I'm a huge fan of Sam Richardson's work. Originally on Ted Lasso, but I also adore the After Party. I guess technically I could talk with the After Party, I can do that one because I could do it After Party. The After Party technically has a couple of horror episodes, but yeah, I think they did. Like, I think he also wanted to write something else for him, and they rewrote. No, I think it was After Party. They rewrote it so it fit sandwiches and more. And just like Ted Lasso, um, sandwiches as a character here is just effortlessly nice, which is why the werewolf hates him. Werewolf hates him because the werewolf wants just like everyone else, everyone else in the village just hates each other, and they always want to like backstab each other. Whereas Sam Richardson's Ranger character is nice. He's very he's nice, but he's weak-willed. So he must try and find his way to find himself. It's got a great little soundtrack. The Sign gets played by Ace of Base, and The Sign by Ace of Base is probably one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs growing up. Pretty sure it's either a year older than me or the same age as me, which is really odd. Because I'm super old dude, I'm ancient dude, I'm so ancient. Uh, I either am or either not. And I think just what kind of works is it's not the best werewolf horror film. I think a good werewolf horror film is Ginger Snaps. I think Ginger Snaps is a really good horror film. Like if you want to watch a good werewolf horror film, and Ginger Snaps 3, I like the theme. Like I think Ginger Snaps 3 is like the only theme music in which I've actually downloaded or like listened to. It's kind of a similar way to Starship Troopers. For Starship Troopers 3, I think it's better than Starship Troopers 2. Because Starship Troopers 3 has a fantastic little song. It's a good day when you know the reason why. Ba, 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 bang, bang, ba, bang. Do, 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 do. Right. And honestly, like, when it comes down to it, I do like the fact, again, I talked about it with my Tales of Crypt Werewolf Concerto. And Werewolf Concerto and this movie this movie does kind of like get inspired by Werewolf Concerto because it is original, like, there is a whole entire story of a bunch of people in an inn trying to figure out who the werewolf is, if indeed there is a werewolf. And what I do also like is that there's a bunch of characters who just appear from around there and just show up. There's one character who lives by himself because he doesn't like humans. But I would say that I think Werewolves of Wind is not in the upper echelon of. You got Wolfman, Lawrence Talbot with way back one. You got Ginger Snaps. You got Star horror film, Teen Wolf. That's a good. It's not Teen Wolf is a good werewolf film. I'm not saying Teen Wolf is a good horror film because Teen Wolf isn't it. In both Teen Wolf and Ginger Snaps make an interesting double bill because they're both using werewolves as metaphor for puberty. But Ginger Snap uses werewolf turning into lycanthropy for female puberty, whereas Teen Wolf uses it for male puberty. So if you want to watch Werewolf Puberty like marathon and just watch Ginger Snaps 2, Ginger Snaps 3, Teen Wolf 2, and then I don't know the Teen Wolf TV series. Entire day of teen puberty. Um, and I think I don't know if they made good werewolf films. I don't know if I know. Hmm. I'm not gonna say. I think Twilight series is a mediocre werewolf film, but it's what I like about the amount like and now looking back at it is that Rob Patterson and Kirsten Stewart have been able to show that they're more than Twilight, even though I wish Kirsten Stewart would appear in more better stuff. Because with the Twilight series and with the Charlie's Angels reboot, I think Kirsten Stewart needs like that one film to come out and show how good she is. And you also do like the fact that now we're watching this from like outside of the past. We can now talk about Twilight as our merits. I knew this Malaysian bartender in South Korea who was like younger than me, and her favorite film was Twilight. Which I mean, I don't care. Like everyone has like, as long as your favorite film for a reason, then that's good. Everyone has um, tastes in films that differ. That's the point of like watching movies, like different tastes. And I think that's why I kind of like the fact that werewolves are more obviously animalistic, is shaping yourself. Um, like Seth Green played his first major role. Yeah, his first major role was as a werewolf. Um, Played Oz in the Vampire Slayer, and then because things like werewolves are kind of different because whereas vampires have now werewolves more animalistic, like the Little Red Riding Hood, the Big Bad Wolf, more Dracula or vampires are now being seen to be more seductive. And of course, talking about Little Red Riding Hood and Big Bad Wolf is also talk about Trick or Treat, which is also another good film with a good little um, werewolf segment where they basically subvert. I don't know if you've seen Trick or Treat, but I'm gonna like spoiler. Basically, there's a scene Trick or Treat which subverts Little Red Riding Hood. Where Little Red Riding Hood is the Big Bad Wolf, and the Killer Creep ain't. But yeah, it's been just a quick little history of werewolves. I'm trying to figure like what my favorite werewolf film series is. I guess a Monster Squad. I guess yeah. Fuck it, Monster Squad. It's my favorite werewolf film. I mean, I love Wolfman in it. I still need to watch Wolfman, like the OG Wolfman. So I watch more OG like horror films. But I think if the Monster Squad doesn't count as a werewolf film, then I say an American Werewolf in London is my favorite one. Even though I'm not a fan of the director ever since he murdered someone and got away with it. Murdered a couple of kids and Jennifer Smith's dad, and then he got away with it. But yeah, it's been my thoughts on Wales Spin. Do you need put it on and watch in the background? And apart from that, yeah, it's been the thought of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day, have a good life, have a good way. Have a good strife. And remember, bye.